You pour it on pancakes thinking it's harmless sweetness. But 9 popular maple syrups are built on cheap glucose and fructose bases that hit your bloodstream fast and keep you craving more. Here's the truth. Pure maple has a complex natural profile. These bottles are engineered sugar delivery systems. Stay with me. We'll break down 9 labels, show how their formulas differ from real maple, and why that difference can drive long-term metabolic stress. By the end, you'll know which ingredients to avoid and what to reach for instead. Before we move on, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Number 1. Aunt Jemima / Pearl Milling maple flavored versions sold in Canada. You see the familiar label and a big maple promise. But this maple flavored bottle sold in Canada is not sap. It's a lab blend tuned to taste like maple, not the real tree stuff. Here's the truth. Pure maple is mostly sucrose with trace minerals and polyphenols that ride along. These maple-flavored versions lean on corn syrup or glucose fructose. Those hit fast, spike blood sugar, and fade quick. That swing can kick hunger back on, push insulin up, and nudge triglycerides higher over time. Analysts can spot the swap. Real maple shows a complex fluorescence glow. Cheap blends don't match it. If you see corn syrup, glucose, fructose, or maple flavor, that's a sugar training kit. Bottom line, don't chase a brand story. Scan the first 3 ingredients. Number 2, Log Cabin, maple flavored. Log Cabin looks thick and cozy on the plate, but that body often comes from thickeners and concentrated sugar, not sap. The maple-flavored Q sells comfort while the base runs on corn syrup or glucose fructose made for shelf life, and a cheap sweet hit. Here's the truth. Real maple is mostly sucrose with trace minerals and phenolics. Table syrups load fast carbs and lab-made flavors. Those rapid absorption sugars flip your blood glucose like a light switch, on fast, off fast, triggering insulin, crash, and rebound hunger. High fructose intake links to higher liver fat and triglycerides. Flavoring doesn't fix that. If maple syrup isn't first and alone, expect the spike and crash. Now let's check another bottle built the same way, but with a different hook. Number 3. Hungry Jack, maple flavored. Hungry Jack sells comfort and quick pour. But the maple-flavored version is built for taste that doesn't fade, not for your metabolism. Maple flavor hits your reward system, then corn syrup or glucose fructose rush in. That combo floods blood sugar fast, spikes insulin, and drops you hard. You feel hungry again soon after, so you pour more. High glycemic blends work like a light switch. On, off, repeat. Pure maple brings polyphenols that offer modest oxidative stress support, but this blend strips the support and keeps the spike. Research links frequent fructose-heavy sweeteners to higher triglycerides and more visceral fat. Taste isn't the problem, it's the base. You want the pancake moment, not the metabolic mess. Next label. Number 4, Great Value, Original, Pancake Syrup. Great value. Original looks like a deal, but the real cost shows up after breakfast. Energy dips, snack hunts, and a bigger lunch. That's how cheap sweet turns into costly cravings. Here's the truth. Budget syrup leans on glucose, fructose, artificial flavor, and caramel color. Fast sugars with no fiber and thin micronutrients rush in, hit hard, and fade. Engineered flavor keeps you chasing the same hit, like tapping a vending button that never fills you up. Frequent HFCS style use links to higher calorie intake and worse lipid profiles over time. And lab checks can spot non-maple fast, even when the syrup looks dark, using fluorescence fingerprints. If you want syrup weekly, buy real. Next up, the private label twin. Number 5 complements pancake/table syrup. You see complements pancake or table syrup and think smart savings. Same maple vibe, lower price. But that maple note often hides a stripped-down sugar base built to pour, not to help you. Flavor tricks your brain into quality, while the impact mirrors soda-level sugars. A teaspoon of pure maple gives mostly sucrose with trace manganese and zinc. A teaspoon of this table syrup is refined sugars plus flavors. Fast rise, fast crash. Repeat spikes stress insulin and drive cravings. Consumer testing uses light-based fluorescence fingerprinting to sort real maple from blends in minutes. Here's the kicker. If the first ingredient isn't maple syrup, you're feeding taste, not health. Different label, same strategy. Watch table or pancake. Number 6. No-name table syrup. No-name table syrup keeps it simple on the front, but the truth is blunt. It's a sugar engine dressed as breakfast. Table syrup signals blends, not sap. Refined sugars tuned for pour, shelf life, and a cheap sweet hit. Glucose-heavy mixes drive the glycemic index up. For older adults or anyone juggling blood sugar, that's like pulling the rug out from under your energy and focus. High glycemic sweeteners push higher post-meal glucose and insulin, which can raise long-term metabolic risk. Read the category, not the pitch. Table syrup equals processed sugars plus flavor. Reach for 100% pure maple to skip the spike spiral. Now to a premium-sounding store brand with the same core issue. Number 7. President's Choice Pancake Syrup. President's Choice Pancake Syrup looks premium, but a private label can still pour a processed base. Don't let branding talk over ingredients. If the panel leans on maple flavor, at the core is likely glucose fructose, plus stabilizers built for shelf life. Here's the truth. Engineered sweetness hits fast, fades fast, and pulls you back. Rapid absorption, short satiety, return hunger, like tapping a doorbell that never opens. Real maple brings simple sucrose plus minor compounds that add more than taste, even though portion control still matters. Lab tools back this up. Non-targeted fluorescence with AI can flag adulteration below a few percent. Bottom line, if pure maple syrup isn't front and center, it's a lab-stabilized sweetener dressed as maple. Another bottle, same trap. Number 8. Bernard Table Syrup. Bernard Table Syrup leans on dark color to look real, but heavy caramel color and added flavor can fake depth without a drop of sap. You see rich, your body gets fast sugar. Here's the truth. People assume darker means maple, and fraudsters bank on that. Thickness and shade are easy to engineer. Real maple's chemistry is not. True maple forms phenolics and amino sugar reactions that build a complex signal under light. In fluorescence fingerprints, authentic maple lights up with layers. Adulterated blends glow different. Rapid, non-destructive fluorescence tests can screen lines in minutes. Simple sugar tests miss that. Don't judge by color. Look for 100% pure maple syrup and one ingredient. One last common label, same metabolic math. Number 9 selection, Metro Pancake Syrup. You treat selection Metro Pancake Syrup as a weekend pass, but those pours stack up. Spikes, hunger, extra snacks that creep into your week. Here's the truth. A few tablespoons hit like dessert-level sugar with no fiber or real micronutrients. Add maple-style flavor and your brain asks for a second round. Morning goes, sweet plate. Mid-morning crash, bigger lunch. Do that most weekends and you nudge weight up, triglycerides up, energy down. Fructose-heavy sweeteners link to lipid changes that strain your heart and liver over time. And because fraud pays, labs use light-based fingerprints to police maple claims. Swap to 100% pure maple and use less. You keep the ritual, not the spike. You've seen 9 bottles. Now, make the clean swap.